Hello, hello, my friends, and welcome to tonight's episode of The
Hello.
Strength of Thousands AP.
Hello.
Oh God.
That was me. Sorry. Forgot my tablet was not muted.
Hello,
Oh, that
hello,
was
my
me.
friends, and welcome to tonight's episode of The Strength.
Did your voice sound higher than you thought it was, Han? Did you
It's
want
fine.
this?
It's fine.
All
Take
the
two.
time.
We broke Will, everyone.
No, I did that for comedic effect, and McKenna yes and did it. I wasn't
That's what
expecting her to.
happened.
But yes, hello, my friends, and welcome to tonight's episode of The Strength of Thousands Adventure Path here on twitch.tv/tabletop rolls. Tonight, we're playing games, but before we get into the game, a few announcements. There's other shows on the channel. Tomorrow, Starfield. Continue to join us as space pirate Elisandra goes on a lovely cruise. Granted, to steal from the cruise ship, but gets to go on a
Cool.
lovely space cruise.
Space Cruise.
Hopefully there will be no angels attempting to kill us on it. Then, on Wednesday, Wild Ambition. It's our Pathfinder 2e Wild West game. They're going to fight some banditos to save a reporter from the big city. I'm very excited for Honey to meet this reporter. I think either McKenna will really love or hate this character. We'll find out together.
Hooray.
Huzzah!
There will be no in between for this one. I don't
Probably
think.
not.
No.
Probably not.
Then on Friday, Astral Calling. It's a cooking battle. Maya has sent me like a full-on recipe and plan, and it's going to be crazy. So join us for
Go
that.
the extra mile, Will. Make the meal before the stream.
I don't think I could do that.
That's
If
loser talk.
If I used some of the spices I know Maya is using in that dish in my house, I'm worried my family would burst into flames.
Your dad can handle
it.
his spice, and so can your mom. It's you that would not be able to handle
Do it.
Let's see what else is going on. Saturday, Solasta. Join us as we finish off the Crown of the Magister campaign. Now with Crown.
Me.
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah,
No.
it's actually, I'm planning on using it for a Renaissance Fair outfit because, Abby's wedding right near the Ren Fair, so I might as well go down while I'm there. And
Is it during the Ren Fair? It's April 25th.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, LA Ren Fair, I'll actually get to do it again this year. I've missed doing that for years.
Yeah.
And then, speaking of things that I miss doing when we don't get to do it, Sunhaven Sunday. Come join Will, Sarah, Emily, and Aubrey for a nice relaxing start or end of your week, depending on how you view time. Sarah,
What is time?
is Sunhaven Sunday the start or end of your week? I'm curious. How do you view it? I view it as the start of a new week.
Well, and technically speaking, because it's the end of my 2 days where I don't really have to think about work, and then the next day I gotta go back to work. So
This is
generally gives me the relaxation before the stress comes back again.
fair. This is fair. But yeah, Sunhaven Sunday. Join us for that. It's really fun. We'll have new starting stream splash art for that stream this week.
Yay! It's really cool.
It's really pretty. It's our
Very
characters.
exciting. Come check it out. Also, you should come watch me obviously have some sort of issue with the romance options because I can't get that man to marry me.
Which man is it this time?
This one's a therapist. It's actually a healthy man.
Oh. Oh, well.
Well, pseudo healthy. He does way too much and should take a break every now and then.
But
But like, I can take care of him. It's fine.
That's a step up from I can fix him. I can take it.
It's
I can
a
take care
shirt.
of them.
I think that's a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
But there is a shirt on Etsy for Baldur's Gate 3 that has a Astarion in it, and all it says is, "You really can't fix him." I'm like, oh, that's harsh but true.
Listen, I can't fix Karlak, but I can actually maybe fix her heart. I don't
I
actually
actually
know the
think
end of
you
that
can.
storyline.
I think you might
so
be
I'm
able.
hoping.
I hope you can too. I'm yet to get there, but I'm pretty sure you should be able to fix Karlak.
Well, I've been picking up infernal coins and infernal metal.
Yes.
The infernal metal is
So-
important. Take it to Damon. Take it to Damon.
I don't know who Damon is.
But
I'll
apparently
figure
do
out
it in
eventually.
Act 2 because apparently doing it in Act 1 is bad. That's
Oh,
what Sarah
No,
told
doing
me.
it in Act 1 is a lot more difficult
Oh.
because
Gotcha.
it's hard to get the iron, but
Fun
in
fact, the
Act
reason we
2
were late starting today is because we were
Speaking
talking
of-
about Baldur's Gate.
Of Baldur's Gate, things that I can't play because I have no time. But I don't.
Well,
But I would
aren't you
be so
playing-
much further, and I'm not very far at all.
I don't even have the
okay,
game
wait.
purchased.
I need to ask you this though, because from what my understanding is, you've been playing with Calf.
Which is, I love you so much. We never get to
But-
play. We never get to play. Because there's never enough time.
Alright. So but my understanding was like in that one, like y'all were making decent progress. Like I thought you were a little bit further than what you are saying.
the assumption of decent progress being what it is.
No.
I think it also depends on how vigorously you sort of explore the surroundings. I have found myself going into every single little crate and barrel, and I just can't stop myself from doing that.
Wasting time as completionists, which we
Yes.
I
get.
love.
I'm
Have-
not even a
love
completionist.
every-
I just like things. I'm not a
I just-
completionist. I'm a material girl.
I love how this
Material
started.
Girl, I have two. I'm always running out of space because I'm carrying.
You know
all
what?
The things,
Tonight's
all
episode's
the
now a
things.
Baldur's Gate 3 podcast.
Oh, I'm sorry, Matthew.
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
That's fine.
Y'all be spitting out spoilers left and right.
Sorry.
True.
Damn.
Well,
Why are we here?
we're here to play Strength of Thousands AP, and you're here to watch it, chat. And why are you here to watch it? Well, because there's some really awesome, talented people on this stream, and I'm going to let the awesomest and most talented among us tonight introduce everyone. Of course, we have Matt, who is GMing this lovely game.
Thank you for that introduction, Will. I don't believe it's necessarily accurate because we have so many amazing people here. But before I get into the intro, I have a
Listen.
quick...
I can say there
Oh.
are 4 amazing people on this stream.
Yes, there are.
Yes.
There's at least 4.
Before we get into the proper introduction, speaking of those amazing people, I have a question that I've been holding on to for the whole group. I want yours opinions because I essentially want to do my version of an Angry Man Yells at Cloud stream about things that I have opinions on, but I can't think of anything at the moment. What would the group... This will be the question for this week. What does the group think would be funny to see me rant and rave about over a stream? And because he seems to be chuckling about the concept, we're going to start with the founder, CEO of this channel, so to speak,
God help us.
Will. Who are you? Who's your character? And what do you think would be a good thing to see me get ranty about?
Hello, my name is Will. Tonight I'm playing Igora, Gama, and Choco, the very, very squishy, so I still have to protect them for a few more levels, and I actually care about this thing, so I do need to protect it. And tonight, we're playing Igora Gama, tabletop roles on the internet, go and follow us everywhere. But, Matt, the thing that I would like to see you do a stream on is, acceptable TCG strategies and unacceptable TCG strategies.
Acceptable.
Boy.
I would love to hear your opinions on why me playing a mill or a control deck is wrong. And I'm excited to see that.
I want to spit it out right now, but I should probably
I
maybe
know.
save it.
There are some things that aren't necessarily morally wrong that still make you a bit of a dick. And that's one of them.
Somebody put that on a t-shirt, please.
But seems we have a volunteer for the next introduction and possible subject, McKenna. Who are you and what are you playing tonight?
Hi everyone, I'm McKenna Ray Tynan and I am playing Avi Avi, the Nick Terra witch, and her familiar Agate. I am McKenna Ray Art on all of the socials, mostly TikTok, sometimes Instagram. Actually, on Instagram, I just posted a piece with Avi Avi and Kiara, the Magomkia
Aw.
library. There's stained glass. He did a lot of hard work on it. It's also in our Discord. And see, I'm struggling because I have things that I think I would have fun doing. I could deliver a monologue against Lime scooters right here and now. I
For
could
a second, I
also
thought you meant the color.
No,
I
I've
could-
heard this rant so many times.
I could also lead a spirited debate in favor of California secession. Oh God, but Matthew, what would I want to hear you get passionate about? Oh God, maybe just a whole Mercedes special. It would have to be post campaign
Hmm.
where you get into like all of, or maybe it wouldn't. I don't know. I don't know.
You know what,
Okay.
chat? I'll say this right now. What if we can get up to? Let's get a nice number. Let's get up to our next 100 milestone of followers. 100 milestone of followers. If we can get up to like 400 followers, I will sit here live with Matt while they do an entire Mercedes time.
Yes, but you can't play anything on your phone or look at magic cards.
I will not do any of that.
But moving on to someone who could probably use a distraction from their eternal struggle, Zoe, who are you playing tonight, and who are you?
Hi, I'm Zoe. I go by Zosie Pose on the internet, and I'm playing Ophelia. She's our Whisper Elf Bard, who is very interesting. We have come to learn. And Matt, as I am filled with unadulterated rage at flies that I am very bad at murdering, it would be great to see you do like a list of like top tier things that make you so mad. So mad.
Ancient One yells at Cloud. And last, but certainly not least, haloed by feline cuteness,
Oh.
Sarah, why don't you introduce yourself, your character, and what you would like to see me apparently rant and rave about?
Hi everybody, I'm Sarah Margaret, and I play Charlotte, the Anati toxicologist. And honestly, Matt, I think hearing a general rant and rave about certain animes that you have issues with is right up the field, because I could probably rant and rave right beside you about certain elements of them. So, like, I'd be down to join and yell at clouds with you in regards to that function.
Say that one more time. Actually, there was a weird thing and I missed your suggestion.
Oh, animes that cause you much grief and irritation for, major or minor reasons, which I could also yell at clouds with you in regards to that. For me personally, I could do an entire thing about people calling cats orange.
Yeah.
Opposed to
They're red.
Orange is not actually the color of the cat.
See, I think the equivalent for me is people referring to things like the mechs in Pacific Rim as robots. But that's a whole thing that I've ranted about many times.
Ratatouille is a mech anime.
Yeah.
Yes.
Biomech.
Just like Evangelion.
Even though it gets a little weird.
Get in the mech, Remy.
But yeah,
Oh.
and I am at Urban off various places on the internet. I'm here to run these wonderful people through the Strength of a Thousand's adventure path for Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Before we get into the recap, now that we've done introductions, well, why don't you go ahead and press the button.
Button! Last
I think
time.
California should succeed.
Should succeed.
Succeed at making avocado toast.
No, that won't fix that. That would make the housing crisis worse. Don't you listen to anything?
God.
Oh, so okay, real quick segue. You know that the whole meme about
Sorry.
millennials should stop, if they want to buy a house, they should stop having avocado toast?
Oh my god.
The
Sorry.
guy who said that, who originally said that, just was in the news saying, yeah, I think unemployment needs to go up by another like 50%. The workers, he's like essentially saying the workers need to learn their place.
Oh,
You know, guillotines are
Where's his
surprisingly
address?
easy and
Where's his
cost-effective to
address?
construct.
It's just,
Where's
oh,
his
just
address?
I,
people lacking in humanity. This is why they need to teach humanities with, economics.
I just like to go on record by saying I have never once eaten a thing of avocado toast.
It can be pretty good if you.
I love avocado toast.
I mean,
with
Cannon and I have.
egg salad.
I don't like avocados.
Same.
That's fair.
I'm technically allergic to them, but I eat them anyway.
That's so good. they give me the hives. I will eat
Just
them.
like Coop and Dairy.
Also, Zoe, speaking of egg
What
salad, that's what this slime is themed. It's egg salad.
Thanks, I hate it.
You're welcome.
What did we
Oh.
do last time? A lot of talking, if I recall.
When last we left off,
Last we actually
Our-
We focused and played this game.
It's only been
When-
half an hour. It's fine.
when we last left our adventurers, they were continuing their delving into the ruined Shrine of the Eclipse on a mission from Walkana, the head of the God King boy of Mazzali, where they were engaged in a diplomatic mission.
About to say on a mission from God because where are my
Gad.
sunglasses? I
On a
need
mission
my
from
sunglasses. Where are they?
from a god king who
From a god.
believes in himself too much.
This is a fantasy game. There are multiple gods. It's hard to believe anyone in this world would be an atheist. Because
There
there's
is-
been
there is-
literal miracles and stuff. And
There
like
is
clerics
rules.
on street corners.
There is rules for it actually.
Oh boy. Oh god. I almost want to think it's like Untouchables in 40K, where their very presence like repels divine magic. Pardon me, blanks, not Untouchables. Well, when last we specifically had left them, they had cleared out some ghost swarms through slow attrition on the lower level of the shrine. You guys are now left in what appears to be a now decrepit gathering room where the people who had lived in this shrine long ago, before it became abandoned, would gather and enjoy meals together. And now is the domain of ghosts and tragedy. But yeah, you guys, very specifically though, I think one of these sets of doors should be mentioned. Let's see. The doors to the west bear the same sun and moon symbols as the others in temple, but they stand ajar. So the doors on the left of the room, essentially, those doors are already open, so you won't have to expend any light or moon spells. But the ones on the right, still sealed. So, and as a reminder to everyone in the chat, this shrine has a specific gimmick, so to speak, that many doors can only be opened for a minute at a time by the use of a sunlight or moonlight-esque spell. There are multiple ones like that. Last time they managed to kind of circumvent this by rigging up a series of mirrors with a broken compact and a hole in the ceiling. But as far as you know, there are no holes on this level. This one's even farther underground.
Where's Shia LaBeouf when you need him?
Shia LaBeouf, actual cannibal?
Shia
Oh my
LaBeouf.
God.
How would actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf help us in this issue?
From the holes. We need a hole. We need a hole dug.
Anyway,
Oh, good God.
and as a reminder too, you do have one of the bright lines accompanying you, who does have a couple spells. I think he has like a daylight spell, if necessary. If you guys don't want to use Endures and Darkness has used his daylight spell. So we zoom back in. You guys regain control of your characters. The cutscene is over.
I feel suddenly like a little stiff. Weird. All right.
Yeah, and suddenly I'm back wearing my custom outfits opposed to the ones that in cutscenes.
I just feel bad that they had to be restless spirits for however long.
Endures in Darkness kind of speaks up. Well, it does seem like they've been put to rest now, at least. Possibly by force, but put to rest none the same.
Listen, if we were in their position, we'd also want to be forcibly put to rest.
It's true.
Yeah, that's fair.
Hmm.
Well, let's explore the doors that are open, maybe. See if we can't find that lantern.
It's
All
not
right.
south.
You guys want to head into this room over here?
Yeah, why not?
All right. Who's poking their head in first? Oh, okay,
I'm
Avi
poking
Avi.
my head in.
Block text. This large room contains several rotted bed frames and footlockers. The room is in disarray, with many of the bed frames turned over and footlockers strewn about. The walls feature an elaborate engraved night sky motif. An open doorway connects to the room to the east, the one you just came in. So yeah.
Can I make a general perception check to see if there's anything I might have missed? Maybe looking in
You totally
all the
can.
bedrolls, looking at all the nooks and
Rolls.
crannies. That's gonna be one for me, one for Agate.
Igor
All
will
right.
walk in and help Avi.
Ooh, Agate. Agate manages to squeeze under a kind of collapsed bed
Ooh.
and makes an excited meow. You, Avi, might be able to squeeze under there, but because the bed has kind of collapsed, whatever's under there is really obscured, and you may have trouble pulling it out, unless someone in the party could, I don't know, lift the bed.
I squeeze and look.
You can. There appears to be one of these footlockers still sealed, and not as worse for wear from others. It appears possibly in whoever ransacked this room in a hurry missed this.
Ooh. Gama!
Avi, just as a reminder, most of my strength comes from my manual dexterity and ability to place hits in critical positions, not actual physical strength.
I guarantee you're stronger than me.
What happened to your
you
voice?
You may not. Actually, yeah, that might be the case. All right. Just move this bed?
Yes, please.
All right, Caro, go. And they'll start, trying to pick it up, Matt.
Yeah, that's easy enough to pick up if you give me a basic athletics check.
Well, +4, baby.
It's fine. I was just fishing for a critical one.
You drop it on Avi's head. She's concussed and slowed one for the rest.
You do actually, there is
I could see them
moment.
writing that into the adventure path, though.
There is a moment where you accidentally almost crush her, because as you're lifting it, half the bed, which was broken, kind of finally completes ripping off the other half, and now you're only holding one half up and the other half collapses back to the ground, and Avi has to scramble out from underneath. But it all happens so fast, you're like, oh shit. It's like when you're trying to move something down the stairs and you realize, oh, all the weight is on one side of it. Oh no, oh no. But yeah, you find the footlocker, and you actually find a fair amount of stuff in here. So someone may want to write all this down. So you find 2 greater potions of fire resistance,
Okay.
goggles of night. Guess what those do?
Oh.
Dark vision.
Make it night.
Nighttime.
Here's a spicy one. A immovable rod.
Fun.
Oh, how do we pick
And-
it up?
Got a button. Now, and Igor will be very happy about this. A total of 1,347 gold pieces and 487 silver pieces in old Mazzali coins.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Are they
That
worth
sounds like money for me.
now
They-
Mazzoli coins?
You do note picking them up, they're kind of in a sack that is kind of spilled outside in this thing. Unlike every other coin you've seen in your months in Mazzali, these do not have Volcana's face on them.
Oh.
I'd put those somewhere where Volcan is.
Potential illegal money.
We like them better.
I'm sure they're worth something outside of the city, but I think all they're worth in Mazzali right now is a one-way ticket to jail, maybe death.
And now that you've also pulled the footlocker out, you see one other thing under the bed, wrapped carefully in some blankets to seemingly keep it safe. You pull the blankets off, and there is a beautiful small lantern with kind of purple shaded glass and a glimmering kind of ghost light blue light inside of it.
We found the lantern!
You
What
have found
lantern?
a greater twilight lantern, which is pretty cool. Yeah. It has a couple of different interesting abilities. One action activation, you concentrate on the lantern's light and reduce or increase its radius. The light can have a minimum radius of 5 feet and a maximum radius equal to triple the light's standard radius. Activate 2 actions. Once per day, you raise the lantern, unleash a beam of powerful moonlight, targeting a darkness effect within 60 feet. The lantern attempts to counteract the effect with a counteract modifier of plus 21.
Interesting.
So, it can dispel darkness with moonlight.
Fighting evil by moonlight.
So you have to
And
find
also...
Finding Love by Daylight Lantern you have to find still.
Oh, shit. Yay!
This one throws roses and says, "My work here is done," and then leaves.
He didn't do anything.
It looks good, and that's all.
If someone wrote down the gold, we should divvy that up at some point.
Yes, I did.
Thank you, Sarah.
Oh, it burns down the wrong tube.
Although, double clarification of the Mazzali coins, you said 44870, so 44,870?
Well, no. For the gold coins, 1,347.
Got that one.
For the silver coins, 487.
Thank you.
Yeah, I did stumble over the silver ones. I apologize for that.
Who knows how much those are actually worth, which is nuts.
Yes.
I mean, gold is gold.
Gold is gold, but ancient gold.
Goggles, Knight, and immovable rod, and 2 greater potions of fire resistance.
Yeah.
I mean, if you find a cool pawn shop, they might be able to take them off your hands for,
Exactly.
However much it's equivalent to.
If they're,
yes.
I mean, for the right collector, coin collecting is a big thing, I say, imagining that might be a big thing also in the Pathfinder universe.
I'm going to give you guys 10 seconds to answer this question for a free hero point, but what is the proper name of stamp collecting?
I don't know, and I can't Google that fast.
I don't know how to pronounce
Time's up.
that.
The answer, yes,
What'd she say?
philately.
Wait, was that how you say it?
Yep.
Philately.
I
That
skip
makes
points just
no
for
contextual
figuring out how to
sense.
say
Nothing
it.
makes.
It is spelled Philately.
It doesn't make
Philately.
contextual sense the same way as stamp collecting doesn't make contextual sense. Anyway,
Cute.
Wow, Sarah, way to drag the stamp
Listen,
collecting
it's just
community.
like it's
the
a
philatelists.
sticker. It's
it's
fun.
People
yeah.
collect
monetary
stickers
sticker.
that are
Yeah, I
made in
collect stickers.
intentionally scarce quantities. I don't see what the problem is. It's artificial scarcity, like diamonds.
Correct. Well,
Correct.
different strokes.
Buy lab-grown gems.
Yeah, agreed.
Anyway, we have a bunch of stuff. What does the immovable rod do?
The immovable rod, just to confirm this, because in 5e it might be a little different. For one action, you can push a button on it to anchor the rod in place. It doesn't move, defying gravity if need be. If the button is pushed again, the rod deactivates, ending the anchoring magic. While anchored, the rod can be moved only if 8,000 pounds of pressure are applied to it, or a creature uses an athletics to force open the rod with a DC of 40.
Fun fact, thing that we never got to see in League of Amazing Adventurers, I was going to have Garl be
Trapped
put
under
in
a movable rod.
Be put under a situation where she was going to have to try to move an immovable rod.
What
How
happened?
big is the immovable rod, though?
I missed-
I couldn't think of a way to do it that would
I feel
break
cheated that
random.
Girl didn't get the opportunity to rip her own arm off to escape from the immovable rod to save Cassandra.
2 feet? 10 feet?
So valiant.
Yeah, is it like a curtain rod or is it like a
Uh,
baton?
Flat iron bar, but like
It's like
The-
from a scale of like Princess Peach's vibe scepter to like a long like pole vault.
I thought it was just like a lightsaber handle.
yeah,
It really
This
doesn't
flat
say.
iron bar is almost completely nondescript except for one small button appearing on its surface. Yeah, it doesn't actually say. It only has.
actually say how long to this bar. Look, when I hear a rod, I hear like
You know,
a
one
rod.
bulk can be pretty big. Sorry,
Sure, it can. Well,
Yeah,
sure.
well.
I had to.
We're
Yeah, I think an
HR?
immovable rod, I think, is like the size of a larger kind of like lightsaber handle.
that's
Okay.
a useless item.
Oh, I'm sure there's a use
Well, no.
for it.
The immovable rod, it can literally stop you from falling to your death
Yeah.
because it defies gravity.
Feed it to a dragon.
Also, put it on someone's chest as they're pinned to the floor. Admittedly, an
Wasn't that something
intelligent
that happened
person.
to Thor?
Yeah, Thor did do that with his hammer at one point. Though, admittedly, intelligent creatures can just press the button and turn it off, assuming they have hands free.
It's like you're pinned now. You'll never win. Like
Actually,
but it's not
if you
an attuned item.
No, it's a
no, I don't believe so.
doesn't say attunement. It says just magical and transmutation.
All right.
It's
Well,
just
that
a
has
it's
its bonuses.
an activatable item. It's not a wearable one.
uh,
Yeah.
Open the rod with a DC of 40. The most
Megara.
intelligent creatures can just push the button to release the rod. I'm sorry. I'm just imagining the click. You'll never get out of that. The person underneath it just goes click. Beside.
And
So
also,
maybe
just to clarify, the goggles of night don't actually provide continuous night vision. Dark vision. You can get like rotate the lenses 90 degrees. You get dark vision for 1 hour, but it does provide a constant +1 item bonus to perception checks involving sight.
Oh, that's not bad.
So if anyone wants to supplement their perception or supercharge it by 1,
can I borrow the movable rod for a second? I want to test something.
Yes, I would like to point out that I would say yes to the goggles myself, but I need 4 eyes.
Well, they're magical. They
well, no, you can just close all your others and look out the ones that you're looking.
Or maybe knowing Charlotte being a fancy artificer, alchemist.
I could make it better by adding additional lenses to it.
Well, or you could take the lenses
Break 'em and
put in
just-
the goggles that you already have.
Still don't think that actually solves the underlying problem, but I don't also care at this point that much.
Extra goggles.
If I took
Extra
them and
eyeballs.
had the opportunity, Matt, would you allow me to enhance them later on? 'Cause
Anything is
can't.
possible,
Okay.
except that, Will. Whatever you were thinking of, except that.
Not the 8.
Igara wants to do a quick little scientific experiment.
Go ahead, go ahead.
All right, so you know how people tell us like the world like moves around the sun?
Not
I'm
sure,
going to
like-
take
fact.
I'm going to take this movable rod, right? So if I put it in space right here and I hold it up and he like puts it just so it's floating in midair. So now this should slowly move. If like the world's moving, this is immovable. This should slowly move because the world's moving. Science.
I have several problems with that theory.
I know. It's the,
Um,
still have a negative intelligence.
Because
Yeah,
if that's
where did
actually
you
how it
learn
worked, it would
that?
zoom away very fast.
that's so cool. Wow.
It's a good thought, Igara. I think it is relative to the Earth's core, though, in some way.
The Earth.
There's still technically an Earth. Earth just
Well-
means dirt.
I know, but it wouldn't be
Finder
the
might
Earth
call
then.
it something else.
Dirt.
The Galarian.
Dirt.
The Earth that we are on now.
Okay. Let's move on from this weird quirk of language.
Dirt.
Alright. Now we
All
can
right.
open all the other doors.
I'm going
What's the
to-
difference between earth, dirt, and soil? Just moisture
Yeah.
Yeah.
and mud. I forgot about mud.
We're not wrong though.
What's over here in these doors?
Those ones are still sealed.
I'm
So
picking
you will
up-
either
I'm
need the
taking
lantern,
Bottles of night so I can adjust them later.
which I should point out
Can only
the
do one a day.
yeah, okay, just checking. Okay, yeah. So, you won't need to expend the once a day thing. It's the magical moonlight is always dim light. So, if you
dope.
wanted to increase the light, you could just add normal lantern oil to it.
I don't mind just getting up close to the doors.
Aubrey.
Okay.
Okay.
You can do it if you
Nani's
want.
been extremely curious lately, and she's been just going wherever she pleases, and I think we
You
should let
know-
her. She can turn into a dragon, so.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Oh,
fine.
Ophelia, I've actually always been extremely curious, and now I can turn into a dragon and no one can stop me.
Well,
Was
All right.
that?
So you're
That's
gonna
the
use the
lantern.
okay.
you're gonna use the lantern on the door.
Yeah.
Just mean you're leading the charge a lot more. I'm proud
All
of
right.
you.
You shine the moonlit lantern upon the door, and for a moment nothing happens. But then the old enchantments on the door kick in, and the grinding of stone it comes up, and suddenly there is shining light coming from inside the room, and you hear weird clicking sounds, and we're gonna have to roll initiative.
Thanks, I hate that.
I have one job.
Beach. Nat 20.
Beach.
Beach.
Be pummeled for the party's protection.
Humbled.
Pummeled.
Oh, I need to take off this. I still have a frightened thing.
Also, Matt, don't forget to switch off the enemy's 2 GM only stuff.
How about this? Nope, that's still a GM, I think.
Nope,
Was
you're good.
Okay. Can you guys see in initiative order all the
Yeah.
fighting times? Good.
Oh,
Yes.
God help us.
That can't hurt me because I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't know nothing.
Will, why don't you do that thing where you blow up the picture of what they're up against on the screen?
Yeah.
What do we see?
I hate it.
I did. Oh,
It's
The
like a
shining
jack-o'-lantern.
child wants a hug.
I hate it.
okay.
That's
You got-
gross.
Beautiful eyes.
You have beautiful eyes. I
Hold
think.
on, let me.
You should
need-
see the rest of their bodies. These things are...
They are kind of like emaciated little children things, but no clothes either. They're like weird aliens, but with horrific magic faces and hair.
Oh, delightful.
I'm doing this for effect. I'm not going to look at it. I'm only looking at the page numbers
Oh.
so I can find the page that they're on.
Oh, they have.
Oh, and a nat 20 from the
Uh,
Burning Darkness, too.
He does that a lot with initiative for some reason.
This is what they look like.
They
Not the
have
black
great
thing.
hair.
That's what their bodies look like.
That
Right
just
there.
looks like a
Hair.
body.
That looks like a body.
You
I guess
can't
I'll
see the
have a
texture.
kid.
It's pretty. Well, there's. Yeah. All right. And
I'm glad
They
it's
have two
textural and
toes.
fuzzy, so I cannot see the full effect of it.
They have a
Um,
whole foot, but 2 toes.
Oh, I'm so happy
I
two of
hate-
them are going before Igora.
I fucking... I know why you're happy two of them are going before Igora, Matt, and I'm not happy
So you
about
can't
it.
you can't mess with the encounter.
How does nat 20ing work with initiative?
Creatures always go first.
That sucks.
Hey,
That's
they need a bit of an advantage.
problematic.
So Ophelia, you're up first, and then we're gonna have one of the shining children
All right.
giggling,
Um.
and then Ninjas in Darkness.
Don't giggle. Please don't giggle.
Okay. So.
God, that was like a mimic from Dark Souls, which gives me chills.
God, I love the mimics from Dark Souls. They're so scary, though.
They're horrific. Why do they have limbs?
Okay, listen. So.
Oh, Actually, hold on a sec. I remember this thing this time. Okay, so, you are starting within 60 feet of a shining child. I need you to give a fortitude save against the blinding light from their fluorescent bodies.
Okay, so as soon as we use the night lantern, we open the door and then we get blasted with sun in our eyeballs.
Yep.
I'm
One
going to
extreme to
slap
another.
on those goggles right now.
Alright,
Double
cool.
check. That is, in fact, a critical success. You are
Good.
not blinded or permanently blinded.
How very lovely. Thank you, gracious GM.
And you're temporarily
I-
immune for the next 24 hours.
Love that for me. So I have this fun I'm gonna put a resilient sphere. I'm gonna put it in the doorway.
Yeah.
So this is gonna hopefully give us a turn to figure out what we want to do here. So I'm gonna do that there.
It should be
Um,
noted, you have to target one large or smaller creature.
Oh, I actually have to target somebody.
It does say target
So-
one large or smaller creature.
So my problem is, I don't think I see any of them.
You see one of them. Actually, no, you don't actually.
I don't. I don't see anything.
You would have
You
to
could-
move.
You could move into it.
But then she wouldn't be able to do Bard Song.
Yeah.
Nope.
So let's see here.
It's almost like someone should maybe have opened the door right away. I don't know.
Matt, she's never going to
I mean,
learn.
listen, we wanted to.
I've
Will,
given
Will,
up.
Will,
Guys, sometimes it's
after
no fun.
Solasta, I don't want to
Meta
hear it
game.
from you.
Whatever do you mean?
You know what I mean. Shut your
What do
mouth.
you mean? I know nothing about that campaign that you guys plan 20 minutes and then do the fight for 5.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh.
That's how it should.
Anyway, we're going to lingering composition for Bard Song because I want to have more action economy. So I'm gonna do my funny little performance check. 36.
I think that's a success. Let me just double check. You guys are still level 13, right?
Yeah.
Yep, 31. We should just put that in the damn spells.
Yeah.
All right. So I got
Or I should
3.
put a sticky note on my computer.
3 rounds of Bard Song. And now that's what I wanted to do. I don't know anymore.
You might just have to reposition.
I hate that for me.
Maybe shoot an arrow?
I guess that's what I was thinking. I'm gonna move and hit it.
What is this
If
new
I
block
go-
that's appearing on the screen when it does
If I
that?
go
What?
here,
Rather than just showing like a number, there's like a little square that appears. Well, no, not anymore.
I
Never
go
mind.
here.
Oh, there it is again.
That's me.
Oh,
I'm gonna
neat.
I don't know why it's doing that.
All right,
see what this thing's AC is. How is a 34?
34 will hit.
That'll be 14 piercing damage. Pretty please.
Let me just check.
The cherry on
Oh, I
top.
didn't.
All the damage
didn't-
seems to go through.
Okay, cool. I was like, oops, I forgot to bespell my weapon. Oops, all bees. That's my turn.
Oops, all these.
We move on to the first of the Shining Children, who are so happy to finally be free from this room that they were trapped in where they couldn't hurt anyone.
I don't
Um,
blame them, poor things.
And they're gonna run out,
I'm starting
and
to wonder what actually killed the people in this room.
they are going to run out, and they are going to just immediately try to kill the first thing they see.
Fair
Because
enough.
they are horribly hostile.
So screaming, "Are you
Who
my
can blame
mom?
'em?
Are you my mommy?"
Are you my mummy?
Oh,
can
thanks.
help
I
you
hate
find
it.
your mom.
I hated my mother. It is going to actually, hold on a sec. I keep getting the thing in. Actually, no, that's going to be fine. It's going to run up to you, and it is just going to smack you with its horrible little shriveled child hand.
Hello.
Gross.
As someone who has tiny bat hands, I understand the pain of having
I cast Fist.
unsettling hands
28.
that other people find strange and upsetting. A 28 does not hit.
Really? Impressive.
I mean, they rolled a 3. I would hope a 3 would not hit.
35.
The 35 will hit, though.
Oh,
Okay. I didn't even realize they rolled that low. That will be 10 bludgeoning, 15 fire, and 2 persistent fire. You are now on fire.
you have fire resistance.
I do. So,
So-
the persistent basically is negated unless that
Yes.
fire resistance is applied twice.
I think it would
Different forms
be
of damage.
because it's 2 different sources of fire, technically.
Yeah, that is typically how I do that.
Yeah.
So I'll take 13 fire damage.
Okay, and that's its turn. Endures in Darkness, who is like, oh god, oh god, oh god. Blessed great caps. He doesn't have his focus spell anymore. I don't think you guys rested. So he is just going to move over here. Oh, hold on. Endures in Darkness has to take a fort save. He is fine. He is now immune for 24 hours. So he is going to just run over here. Stand on the bench here. And he's just going to shoot the horrible creature with a electric arc. Ba-bam. So that's going to be a reflex for the Shining Child, DC 30. It critically fails. So I think that means double damage?
Double the
40?
damage, so yeah.
40
Yeah,
damage?
40 electrical damage, and all of it seems to go through. That is possibly,
Oh.
other than that one AoE spell, that's possibly the most damage Endurance Darkness has ever done.
Hot damn it, Fords, you are growing up, bud.
Good job! Careful, guys. If another member of the party joins us at some point, Endures in Darkness might graduate. Like a VTuber. Avi, you're up next. Charlotte, you're up next.
So we'll get
Quick, fail him! Fail him in a class!
So we'll get an updated model after like 2 weeks.
Maybe.
Anyway,
Anyway,
Anywho.
first order of business, let's learn.
You learn this immediately. It hates you.
Yeah,
Oh.
unfortunately, I think I've.
It's
gathered
trying to
that.
fit your head in its gigantic distended mouth.
I like that intensely.
Friend. I understand we have a lot of big feelings, but let's handle those in a more mature way.
I want your
do
feelings to be smaller.
Pocket library, discern secrets. I'll have a +2 to this roll. I'm assuming it is occultism.
Um,
the religion.
actually,
No.
yeah, yeah, because these are astral beings.
Oh, these are astral?
I think they're arcane then.
Yeah.
Arcana.
I'll take Arcana.
I thought they were undead.
I was so scared you were gonna say religion. I was like, no.
Yeah. They're not actually, like, just as spoilers, I don't have a problem telling you guys this. They're not actually undead or anything.
Interesting.
They're
That will still be a
aliens.
31.
Regardless.
That will be a success then, not a critical success. So I will tell you either their immunities, their best save, or one of their abilities.
Immunities, please.
They are immune to blinded, dazzled, and fire.
Good to know. Thank you. That doesn't sound like mental damage. Which means
That's a funny way of pronouncing mental damage.
I will Needle of Vengeance the one right in front of me. Maybe for me.
Do it.
In case it has attack of opportunity when I
Okay.
back all the way up to
Um,
here.
You have. Okay.
So that one is needled against me.
All right. We then move on to Charlotte.
Hello.
Weaver of the Web Azure.
I'm glad
Oh,
you've done
boy.
what you have done, Avi.
What did I do?
Because. Boop.
Boop.
And I'm going to check a bomb at his face.
I love
Yeah.
that for
I need to scroll down. 27. I'm afraid that falls a little short.
Bummer.
But they will take the splash damage, so that will be 5 acid damage, which all seems to go through. I can type 5 properly. All right, that's one action. You got 2 left.
I am going to summon my inauspicious Pito,
Ooh.
and I'm going to, for this turn specifically, add Minister to it. Hand it a little tiny bottle of black adder venom.
Oh.
As the venom enters this sort of 3D line work of a bird, you guys see kind of a dark swirl now inside, like there's like a little thunderstorm inside the bird without the thunder.
Oh.
Now I have it prepped for my next turn. It's sitting on, it's perched on my finger.
Off the Raven. Kaboom.
Come on, the ribbon.
Come for the poison and stay because you're dead.
Yes.
You can't move.
We
It's all
move
for man.
to the other shining child, who, if I want to set this up, all right, I'm gonna have to do this carefully.
Yeah, Matt.
What do you think I'm trying to do, Will?
Oh,
Yeah,
good God.
Matt.
What do you think I'm trying to do, Will?
I
Tell
don't
me.
know.
What?
Anyway, it is actually. Hold on, I have to check how much their movement
Don't
is
break
actually.
my immersion.
Okay. Oh, it should be noted that this one just its feet just rise off the floor and it just sort of zooms forward. It is now floating, just a bit off the ground though. It's not actually like, but it has a fly speed of 50 feet. 1, 2, 3,
Still gross.
6,
Thanks, I hate it.
7.
Thanks. I hate it.
This one's gonna move here. That's one action.
You know what, Zoe? Just pick up your cat and use that instead. It's much more accurate.
Listen. She.
So you've been at this thing for a fucking hour.
Yeah. I don't
it's
know where
going-
they're coming from.
It snaps its head in a kind of like unearthly kind of just missing animation frames motion and looks
Oh,
at
I
Zoe, and its eyes and mouth both glow, and
Wait a
it's going to
minute, wait a
shoot
minute. It looks at Zoe.
It looks at me. I don't like it.
It looks at you.
And it looks at me.
Not Ophelia. It looks through the Zoom call
Yes.
at Zoe.
It looks at Ophelia, and it shoots fire out of its face.
Thanks,
Oh.
I hate it.
Yeah.
37.
That will hit.
Gross! Oh
Yeah.
no! Oh no!
It
So that's going to
really-
be
you could
24 fire damage and 13
Alright.
positive damage, but you're not undead, so
Say, you could
Nothing.
say that they're really spitting fire.
That we
Good.
know of.
I'm
Are
gonna
we gonna
take-
learn
37's not a crit, is it?
No. I'm gonna make sure that I put my resistance into that as well. So
And let's also we're going to try that again. 34.
that'll hit.
So
Oh,
with your fire
no.
resistance of 2, that's another 14 fire damage. Um,
Ow.
Now that it's not this close to me,
oh,
I
damn it.
feel like
Also, Charlotte,
it sounds bad.
I need a fort save from you. I forgot to do the Did I also forget from Avi Avi?
The
Oh, you
close
did.
because it's close to me.
It's anyone within 60 feet who starts their turn within 60 feet of
Oh
it.
yeah, let me
Because
get you that
it's
for
got it's got foul smelling breath. That's a
That is a
Ooh.
critical success. That is a success. So you're
I
all fine.
essentially have plugged my nose with one of my
Igara, I'm going to start. Please give me that fort save.
Yeah, I will give you a fort save for Igara, Gamma, and Choco, because the summoner is not good. Alright, first things
Choco
first,
Matt
with us?
Igara. Yeah,
Matt, I like
Choco's
to
in
think
the
that
corner.
Charlotte just put her goggles down.
Choco's in the corner in case we need to,
Both successes.
Choco's in the corner in case we need to mirror trick again. This is the one
Uh,
I'm worried about.
It's the door is going to be open for like 10 rounds.
In the corner is waiting.
Oh.
Choco's
There you go.
waiting.
38 from Choco, so we're good.
Yeah.
All
You only
right.
needed a 29.
Well, this has gotten
Just
out of
barely
hand.
there, Igara. Just barely there.
I think that's everyone now, so we don't have to worry about the aura anymore.
This
Yeah,
has
dope.
gotten out of hand real quickly. Gamma boost. Boom. This is +6 now.
I like to think it makes the noise when Mario gets the grow mushroom.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Igor
He
just
doesn't get any bigger, he just gets
put web feet
mussier,
up, going,
muscular.
whoop, 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 whoop.
And then Gamma is going to hit the one menacing Charlotte with their belly that they just expand to reach 15 feet now. Which, think about how fucking cool that looks.
That's slightly just
Woo!
Kind of
41.
cartoon physics.
So 43, because yours is a +3.
43,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. So 40
No, it's a plus. It's
He's
plus
gone
one.
full Luffy.
+1. So 40.
Spoilers.
41.
41 will hit, but not crit.
Even flat-footed.
Actually, hold on a sec, real quick.
Because the squares are flat-footed.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you are in base. You're technically melee, so yes, that will be just flat-footed then because their AC is 33.
All right. So, yeah, sweet. All right. So then, in that case, that
Then
will-
technically becomes a crit.
cool.
So that will be
the best type of technically.
36.
So, well, it'll
plus
be more
whatever.
than that. So
Yeah,
17,
36 plus whatever.
Well,
18.
17. No, my bonus replaces yours because it's higher. He gets a +6 to damage right now. So
Right. Boosted.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 becomes 46 plus an additional 2d8. 46, 49, 50,
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 55 points of sonic
Ooh.
damage. Second attack, same target. Gotta get them off of our friends. That seems about right. That'll be my turn.
You just staying where you are? I guess you used all your actions.
I used all my actions, so yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
Oh, Choco
You know what's-
technically got an action. Choco's going to hide behind there.
the sun, the bright line's like, hello. Ah.
It's like I'm
Um,
just gonna take a call real quick.
The
One,
bright line has
three,
more hit points than
4,
Choco.
5,
Thanks.
6, 7, 8, 9. No,
One-
actually, hold on.
One day there'll be a TTRPG where animal companions scale well. One day.
Yeah.
I need to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're gonna double move just so they can get up to Ophelia.
I'll take my AO, Matt.
Sure.
Kama has a reach of 15 feet, so.
Yep.
If I can crit.
37.
Well, that will hit, but not crit.
Alright, but that'll be 17, 18, 18 sonic damage as
Thank
it
you.
gets to Ophelia. Sorry, I tried to crit it so
That's
I didn't
fine.
interrupt his movement.
The Shining Child is just going to smack Ophelia with the fist. 42.
Oh,
It's
that'll
not
hit.
a fist. That is a
Oh,
sledge.
that'll crit.
It hits with the force of a shining star. It's an anime
It's
protagonist.
like
now.
a comet.
So that'll be 28 bludgeoning.
'Shining Chariot.
18 fire minus, or actually, pardon me, we'll do -2 from your resistance to 7, so 14 fire, and persistent doesn't get double, does it?
No.
All right, so 2 persistent fire.
Ow.
You good?
Oh,
Yeah.
All right, that one's done. It moved twice.
Owie.
Ophelia, it is your turn.
Ouch. Ouch. Owie. So wait, we already found out that these guys don't have AO.
No one has
They've-
made an AO yet.
Yeah, if they have AO, they certainly didn't use it when I ran away from them.
They skipped
Just
fighter
got out
class.
their unities.
Which is so dumb because like they're so aggressive. They would go after anybody, you know. That's
Right.
just-
I would
You
I
know.
would be surprised, and it didn't use its reaction anywhere else that turn. So I would be surprised if they had AO, but the way Matt is chewing his lips right now makes me a little bit nervous.
I don't like
My
that
machinations lie undetected.
very much.
Your machinations have been very detected.
You mean your machinations.
You know, I wasn't going to enjoy this as much as I
Hit that fun
was,
button.
but now I'm really going to enjoy it. He's Will missed his
button.
opportunity to stop it.
I
Don't
I
do
couldn't
that.
stop it.
You don't even know what it is.
It's the I
Oh,
don't know what
oh,
it is.
Oh, you don't know what it is, Will?
I don't know
Why
what it
are we
is.
taunting Will for not metagaming?
I don't know.
I don't know. I was trying. I don't know.
I am
gonna-
proud of you for not metagaming.
To be
I'm gonna
fair-
mirror image on myself and move away.
All right, it seems to have no reaction to you doing a spell in its face, so
Cool.
I'm just going to give you a little mirror image thing.
Bye.
Oh, wait, no, that was Charlotte, sorry.
Hello.
You
That's
don't have mirror
blue.
image.
You're looking for pink.
Yes. There's
Colors
a lot
are
of things
hard,
on my
I
screen right
know.
now. All right, that was Ophelia. You mirror image and you moved. And
Yes.
lingering composition is keeping Bard Song up.
Sure
we move on
is.
to the Shining Child over here.
Oh, get it together. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
I'm not worried about that. I'm just. Oh.
This one is going to float over here and is going to start pummeling Aviavi.
Is it the one that I have needled perchance?
Yes.
I think it is.
It's the first one.
Yay!
Uh,
I mean, yay!
First pummel.
Boo!
29.
They missed, but they still need to make a wisdom save.
33.
That's a success.
So
but
half
they still
damage?
take 10 and tepa. They still take 7 damage.
Okay. 7 damage. And then we'll do the second hit. Where is the... I've suddenly gone blind. 31.
Well, it's the aura
That
net
will
that does
also miss.
Yeah. Really? I didn't know your AC
Yeah,
was
well,
so high.
I have a 32 with mage armor, and now I think Endures is pumping out their armor thing. So it's actually
No.
30.
And
Well,
there's
it's still
he did in the
32.
last combat. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So we'll save again. Save again. Is that a critical
That is a
save?
success, but not critically, so that'll be another 7.
Okay. More of attrition.
Yup.
Which sort of seems to be your guys' modus operandi.
Hee hee.
A war of attrition if I've ever seen one.
Endurance is going to move over here and is just going to do some quick heals on Ophelia because she seemed to take a decent sized hit.
Token move? Did you see Endura's
Oh.
move?
He's actually not going to move up right next to her because he would like to use the 2-action heal.
Did you see that token move? The token move.
So that's going to be a level 3 heal. So I'm just going to not even press the spell. I'm just going to roll the dice.
My favorite red boy.
35 back to Ophelia.
That's something. Thank you.
Avi, and then Charlotte.
Going on.
Me, my turn. Oh boy. Let me sustain needle first of all.
Okay.
And then
And action.
let me let's just do a little electrical arc. Why not? That'll be 24 electricity damage.
On which one specifically?
The 2 closest to me, so these
That
2.
makes sense. All right, we'll start with the one right up in your face.
Yeah.
Success critically.
Oh.
Success, but not critically.
Well, the first one doesn't take anything, but
Second
the
one takes 12.
Yeah.
Who has taken a decent amount of damage at this point? All right. Charlotte, you're up. You have your Pito loaded.
I have my loaded.
Locked
bow,
and loaded.
So I'm going to shoot.
Combat ready.
No.
Okay, clear this up for me. Do I hit the actual inauspicious Pito wording or the E plus 22 at the bottom?
Give me a quick second. I'm just going to actually
That
look at
could be where my clarification comes.
So where it says, like, inauspicious Pito, you will press that button, I believe.
Okay.
And then subsequent ones are +2, or number 2 and number 3. Okay. 24. Sadly, that's a nat 2. That is not going to cut it. So that's just your first attack. If you wish to roll subsequent attacks, you can.
You bringing me luck or bad luck, bud? Baby. Yeah, let's go for a second attack with the inauspicious beetle.
28 becomes 29 with Bard Song. Still not quite enough, I'm afraid. I'm afraid not.
Well,
He
Hi. You know, game breaking, rule breaking or not, doesn't do shit if I can't hit anything, right? Am I right? Why are you looking at me like that? That's mean.
All right. So,
Teddy, don't bully your mother.
we are now moving. Oh, what did I do with the? Where did it go? I accidentally turned order. Okay. We're moving on to the Shining Child that is right next to Charlotte, and it is going to turn its head slightly to look over at this big, massive-looking, scary-looking frog and the real scrappy-looking summoner next to it. And it's just going to tilt its head, its expression otherworldly and unreadable, and it is going to raise its hands, and a shimmering barrier is going to appear across the room.
Well,
50 feet long and 20 feet high. If I can find the right tool to do this.
Yeah.
So, 1, 2, 3.
Why don't you just like unsummon him and summon him again?
Yeah.
But I think summoning him takes 3
5,
actions.
6, 7.
Yeah, so basically it'll be 2 turns that y'all are without Gamma. So I'm going to sit down, have a little sandwich,
Were you sanding?
drink some tea.
It is Igor's turn now.
Is this space empty, Matt?
Higura's gonna sit there.
It's only, like, if I'm reading this correctly, it's 50 feet long. So I can't actually seal off every square.
Yes, you can.
Oh.
Oh.
But
It's
relative.
a problem for Gamma, but not necessarily.
Actually, hold on. 5, 10, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sorry, no, it does go to that one. I was counting the first square as the thing.
I know. That's why I was correcting. I was being honest, Matthew.
Clarification.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Clarification.
I
need-
don't. All right. Fuck. Don't metagame, Will.
You're doing great.
Unsummon Gamma, 1 action. I'm just going to move them off the map for now.
Sure.
Uh,
So, seemingly beyond this wall of force, Igor has betrayed you. He has desummoned his summon. Apparently, this has all gone according to his plan to
And-
kill you all and take the riches.
We know the drill with
Listen.
Gamma.
Well,
We
no, Will got his gold back. What does he need you for?
I'll try to electric arc them through the wall. I'm assuming the wall doesn't let magic pass through.
I will put the spell text up in the thing. Give me a quick second.
Listen, we just had a little powwow. We just had a little therapy.
The wall has an
session.
AC, hardness 30 and 60 hit points. It's immune to critical hits and precision damage. The wall blocks physical effects from passing through, and because it's made of force, it blocks incorporeal and ethereal creatures as well. Teleportation effects can pass through the pier, as can visual effects. Wall of force is immune to counteracting effects by its level, but the wall is automatically
Okay.
destroyed by disintegrate spell.
Yeah,
Blah, blah,
so
blah.
the electric arc does nothing. It hits the wall, and the wall, it doesn't deal enough damage to
Get past the
get
hardness.
past the hardness of the wall. And so,
Sure, it looks really pretty.
You already desummoned Gamma. Okay.
well, yeah, because I'm just going to have to resummon him on the other side. It's fine. That's my turn.
All right, we move on to the other Shining Child, which makes a horrible clicking sound now that its companion has done something good. This one,
This one makes another wall, and then the other one makes another wall, creating a box so small Gamma can't fit in.
now that sounds like metagaming,
Yes.
which I will not do. This one is going to go up to the noisiest member of the party.
Ooh.
Who does everyone think that is?
That's rude.
Indoors. You need to be quiet indoors.
His horrible squelching footprints are so noisy.
His flip flops.
But you do have mirror image, so I'm going to ask you this, Zoe. On the roll of 1 to 4, 2, 3, 4 being mirror images currently, or 3 of them being mirror images, which number are you?
Ophelia's always number 1.
I see what you did there. All right, so first I actually have to hit with an attack. It's not guaranteed, but it's a crit, so it is guaranteed.
Well,
I'll
no,
just take one of them
becomes
away,
a
right?
normal hit, so it
Oh,
pops.
Yeah.
the crits have they popped on Zoe? Jeez.
It automatically pops a mirror image, I think.
Mhm.
Right, Will?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that just becomes a normal hit.
I'll take it.
Okay. Hold on, no.
18,
With mirror image, if it's a
20.
crit, it
Five.
becomes a normal hit.
and
It
pops
goes
an
Yeah,
through.
but it goes through. Yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
taking the damage.
It pops an
So
image and becomes
just
normal.
13 bludgeoning, 18 fire, and 3 persistent fire. Or so 1 persistent
With the
fire.
resistance. Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Matt's calculating the resistance in for you. I
Yeah.
think.
And then the
Sure.
second one, which is not a crit, I assume. You have a AC higher than 26, I assume. So
Yeah,
now
that'll
we
hit.
need to roll an actual. So it's going to be a D3 now. You're always number 1. Do you want to roll? Or do you want me to roll it?
You can roll it.
Okay. That was a mistake on my part. 13 bludgeoning, 15 fire, 3 fire. So a total of 18 plus 13. So that's
Take that fire resistance.
We're still good.
okay. Speaking of, it's Ophelia's turn now.
Hold up. Math, and
That's all right.
I hate math. I hate math so much. I hate math. I hate math so much. Yay.
Sucks.
So real.
So real, bestie. So real. Let's try something fun. Okay. So the one that's right on me, please make me a fortitude save.
Oh my.
As they pop out of existence and drop from the ceiling.
39 fortitude save. 33. They fail.
Nice.
The creature falls into time.
All right, cool.
It takes full damage and is sickened 1.
So 57,
Oof. 57. Goodness.
and it'll be sickened 1.
Is this a 2 action?
Yeah.
Zoe, this is
Yes.
a cone. If you
A
wanted, you could move back like 1 square, and you might be able to catch the one in front of Avi
Oh.
Avi and that one, I think.
I am so not used to using. I'm so used to either like circle AOE or like one.
I think if you move to here, you might be able to catch both of them. Am I wrong,
would-
Will?
That if you move to there to catch both of them, it would catch Avi Avi. If she moved to here, it would catch both
Yeah.
of them and not Avi.
Yeah, you could do that. Plus, it'll put you closer to
That'd
inverse.
be great. You said here.
Yeah, it's only a 15-foot cone. So I'll do the
That-
save for the other one as well. Fort save for the second one.
Fail.
Nice.
It also fails.
Failure. Thank you, gracious GM.
Well, I pulled a kind of a dick move here
No, listen, that's
with
fun.
the wall of
They can-
force.
They have the ability. That's amazing.
So that's 56 to both of them.
57, please.
That's true. 57
and
and
they are both sickened 1.
57. Oh, one of them's out of triple digits. Yes, and sickened I think
That's
means they'll have
substantial.
-1 on their saves until the end of their next turn. So if anyone's got save things to hit them with, now is a good
Fuck,
time.
I'm stupid.
All right, cool. And that's my turn.
Brings us back to Shining Child that's next to Avi Avi. It's gonna wail on Avi Avi because Avi Avi's right in front of it.
That's understandable. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, so calm, bestie. So calm.
Actually,
It has to appear adjacent to me, doesn't
I can't do this. I kind of screwed myself. I can't use my big AoE spell because everyone's in a small area now.
Yay!
It's just gonna whack Avi Avi 3 times.
That's okay.
Whack.
Fist the first, 30.
This
Yes.
also need. Oh no, this one isn't needled, is it? Yes, it
Right.
is.
Yes, the one that's attacking you is still the same one, I
Yes.
think. So that will be another will save.
It's out of the way.
30?
That'll fail. That'll fail. So that takes the full 14 mental damage.
14. All right, second attack. 39.
That'll hit, but it will not crit.
12 bludgeoning, 16 fire, and 4 fire, so a total of 20 fire. So the total of 32 damage in total.
Yes.
111
111 points.
Needle again?
So stupid.
I think so.
Yes, please.
Failure.
24?
That is another failure. 14 more.
It's doing work. And final attack. It's confused why it is getting needles. It thinks it was sitting on its hand or something. 28.
That is a failure, but it still needs to make a will save. That'll succeed, but not critically, so that'll be 7 damage.
It now believes that its hand is coming back to full wakeness because it didn't hurt as much. In the needle.
What did it need to hit? For the will save?
A 32.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or a 32 saves.
Yeah.
Okay.
32 is a
Okay.
need to.
And that one is now no longer second. Endures in darkness. How is Ophelia looking?
Ouchie.
Okay.
Apropos.
Mama.
He's-
Free ouchie.
He is going to throw caution to the wind, and he will. Oh, actually, he used his big heal already.
Listen, I'll take anything you got.
These guys can fly, so he can't drop them into the ground. You know what? He's gonna try his old Hail Mary pass. Baleful polymorph.
Yeah!
Right.
Is he gonna hit one that has a -1?
Yeah, he's gonna go after the one that's right in front of you.
Go.
That's a fort save. Critically succeeds.
Hey,
Unaffected.
Matt, you rolled the wrong thing.
we don't see it.
You rolled a drenched dead, not a shining child.
Oh, why do I have that open?
I don't know why you have that open, Matt.
Should
I
be
don't like
considered?
it.
24? That's a failure. The target is transformed. It finally worked. So there's this horrible, like, weird, ethereal, shining child with, like, light coming out of its eye sockets and mouth. Yes?
What CR are these creatures?
They are lower than you.
Okay, we're good then.
And then suddenly, swirl of its form, and a sloth is now lying on the ground. Like a white-furred sloth with, like, weird, creepy yellow eyes, but it's just like,
You have beautiful hair.
Aw.
Oh.
you get the impression that it's trying to claw towards you to, like, bite you or something, but it's so slow. Okay. That's the Endures in Darkness is just going to give
great.
Charlotte, she's within 30, guidance. +1 to the next thing you attempt to do. Avi, it's your turn.
Sustaining Needle, and then I cast Raid Shadow Legends.
Award win? No.
Also known as Shadow Raid. And I think I will make this slashing. I don't think it necessarily matters for them.
Okay.
So they all need to make a reflex or will save.
Where are you setting this 30-foot burst?
Right, I will center it on myself. Because that'll catch everyone, and if they move up towards Ikra.
Keep in mind, I think the AoE damage might knock the thing out of its polymorph.
I didn't see.
Hold on a sec. Target means.
I didn't read anything about if it takes harm, it'll retransform.
You know, it doesn't say that in the spell. That's a 5e thing.
That's a 5e thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
If anything, it might break its concentration while it's trying to reform. But anyway, they all need to make either reflex or will save.
They get to choose?
They do
Yes.
get to choose. Because I get to choose the damaging type, they get to choose.
Choose the form
will
of your
save.
destructor.
Also,
reflex
because this
or
is an
will?
AoE that only affects enemies, they give the
Okay.
enemies some.
It should be noted that their reflex and will are exactly the same, so it doesn't actually
Love
matter.
that.
So I'm going to choose their will save. We'll do the one closest to you.
Good
38.
Lord, it saves, but that'll still be. What's half of 28?
14.
Yeah, that much.
All right.
sorry.
Damage is damage. And the other one, same thing, 28.
That's failure, so that'll be all 28.
Okay.
And then Slothman. I don't know, would a sloth have worse will save? Or would it maintain the same because it kept its mind?
No, it becomes that creature. So a three-toed sloth has a. There are rules for a three-toed
Yep.
sloth. Has a
Listen, it's-
+5 reflex and a +3 will.
So critical failure?
Oddly enough, a sloth has a higher reflex save than a will save. That's funny.
Well, I would still roll for him just to see, and maybe he'll.
Well, I did
nat
roll
20.
for it, and he rolled a 9, so +9 plus, what was it,
5.
9 plus
2?
5 is going to be a 14, so that is a critical failure. So Sloth Boy will take whatever twice 28 is.
48.
So I'll do another 28.
56.
Oh, it's the green one, right? I do love that it's the green one because sloths can actually be green because they go so slow that moss grows off them.
Listen, it's
Charlotte,
not
you're
easy
up.
being green.
You have a guidance for one turn, by the by?
I do indeed. All right, here's the plan. I thought this out.
We
Work.
believe in you.
English. I'm moving up one, but still within range, so I don't think that's fully an opportunity attack.
They haven't demonstrated the ability to AO yet, so.
Cool. Great. We are going to send out once more the inauspicious Pitot to aim for the one in let's go with the one in red.
Okay.
Still emblazoned with the Blackadder venom.
30, just shy.
What about a 31?
It's a 33 AC.
No.
And technically,
Understandable.
also technically speaking, if you recall the conditions for using the inauspicious Pitot, something has to be threatening it. So actually, I would allow you to you have to do it at the one threatening McKenna, which, because it's threatening, it counts as being flat-footed. No,
No.
this is the special rules for the Pitot will.
Oh.
Well,
Okay.
okay, yeah.
Which then means it's a
Sure.
success.
Hey, we love
But here's the
that.
thing, well, it can only be shot at people that are within 5 of an ally. You can't shoot it at something that's on its own.
True, that does make sense.
Strange.
And
Okay.
That's the rule of this item I created.
it's
Fair
fine.
enough.
It's just aiming for that one to hit.
So that'll be 10 piercing damage as the bird kind of flies at them and very briefly burrows into its eye.
Cool,
and
great. I would
Poison.
also like to have it make a fortitude throw for me.
Sure. Fortitude save.
And I
31.
think it's got to beat. What's it have to beat? It has to beat something.
What's the poison?
Blackadder venom. It says here the saving throw is a DC 18, but that's for its core. I don't know if that works off of any of my stats is the question. I have no idea how that works.
That would depend on the toxicologist rules. Give me a second.
Interesting.
Classes. I'm not super familiar with the alchemist, pardon me.
We're figuring this out together.
Toxicologist.
It probably saves, but I want to know if it's majorly saved.
No. Show.
Yeah, I'm just trying to check if you have some sort of thing that allows your poisons to work off of like your class DC or something. Do you know anything about this, Will?
It makes poisons go off of the alchemist class DC. Not
All right, what's your class DC? It'll be on your main page. You don't look at it very often because it doesn't come up very much.
It's right
I
below
wouldn't know
yours.
where it is
It's right
either.
below. It's right below. your
32.
stats.
It didn't save.
There you go. All right, so and we'll go back to the rules for Blackadder Poison that I had open a second ago.
One
what-
of poisoning is
Yep.
a 1d8 poison damage.
1d8 poison damage. So roll that d8. And I guess +1 because of Bard Song, which don't try to figure out how that makes sense. So 2,
It's 2.
but it is poisoned.
It is poisoned. That's that fact. And moving on and moving forward within this situation, I'm going to then directionally bomb both of them. And I'm assuming because okay, so it's a different weapon, but it's the same type of attack. So that's a secondary attack.
Yes. So attack number 2.
That's a crit.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunate, but they'll both get splash damage.
Do you get splash damage on a crit fail?
On a crit fail? I don't know. Do I? Rule people?
No.
No.
Okay, then I just threw a useless bomb.
You have
It
one
happens.
action remaining, I think, because you only shot with the Pito once.
Do not, because I moved.
Oh, that's true. All right, we move on to a Shining Child.
And keep
Um,
in mind that we are concealed to them.
Oh, because of the Shadow Raid?
Non-sponsored Shadow Raid.
All right, so they're going to have to roll a d5, I think.
Yeah. Well, they have to
DC
roll
5
a
flat check.
D20. Yeah.
Excuse
You never
me.
know.
And then roll
Shining Child is just going to wail on Charlotte with its horrible little child fists.
Ouch.
40, though I will roll the d20 now for concealed.
Mhm.
It failed! It missed you in the darkness.
I'm helping!
I
That's-
feel like it
I have
brushed,
never seen, I have never
literally
seen anyone
brushed
fail a
against my
concealed
cheek,
check.
and I went,
That's pretty funny, actually. All right.
Well, I think for
24 is
for
going to miss, probably.
oh yeah, that misses.
Attack
For
number
flavor,
3.
obviously, you
27.
guys
That
are
also
just
misses.
way too bright. Tone it down a bit.
They're not used to darkness.
Relax.
We can see
relax.
them, but they
Actually,
can't.
hold on a sec.
So the first one glanced very briefly. The other two, Charlotte just went, huh! Woo! We're good. Safe.
Actually, McKenna, what's the level of your Shadow Raid?
7th level spell?
So, Will, how is this going to work?
No.
The Shining Child attempts to counteract. Okay, so it has a spell. It has its spell attack. Roll a spell attack. Roll against all.
Oh
its DC.
god, it does not have a spell attack. It has spell attack 0. Not programmed properly.
Okay, give me a moment.
Doesn't
I-
that mean it just fails
Yeah.
against
me-
my spell DC automatically?
Give me a
Uh-huh.
moment. I
Hold on,
am
I like that one.
Counteracting-
Oh,
counteracting rules are fucking weird in PF2.
Hold on, I'll look it up then. I was hoping.
Someone might know
Alright.
it off the top of their head.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Against
kind of difficult
targets.
to work with.
Alright. Otherwise, have its level and round up to determine its counteract level. So it'll round at 6. And it doesn't have a spell thing. These are all like innate spells it has.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I'm just gonna assume it's gonna be a D6 plus or a D20 plus 6. And what's your spell level? Or your spell? Hold on.
My spell DC?
Let's
Here,
see.
let me. I'm going to look this up, Matt. I got it.
Is 32.
If you're counter.
Also, is there a difference?
No, what's your spell
between
DC, McKenna? What's your spell DC?
32.
Okay, it cannot possibly succeed then unless I roll a nat 20.
I mean, you are welcome to roll. I would also say
I did not roll a nat 20.
Thank goodness. I said that and then I immediately regretted it. I was like, that's baiting him to roll a nat 20.
Yeah.
For the sake of pedantry, is spells with the darkness tag different from spells with a shadow tag?
Yes.
Because Shadow Raid does not have a magical darkness tag, it does have the shadow tag. I don't know if that would
Yeah,
make
it's
it.
not making magical darkness, Matt. It's just shadows.
Yeah, that's fun.
It's not
Hey, I don't
darkness,
have
it's
to.
just
I don't have to
shadows.
roll these counteract rolls. I'm
Yeah.
okay with it.
Yeah.
Also, it would probably only make this combat longer. So we move on to Igra's turn.
So Igara spends 2 actions hitting their head against the wall because they realize that they have to move in order to summon Gamma in an adjacent square that is unoccupied. And then he'll go stand there, and that will be my turn.
All right, we move on to a shining child, which is a sloth. So the
Hi,
sloth's
buddy.
going to make an attack with its claws
I'm gonna try to save
How you
against
doing,
being a
buddy?
sloth.
at the end of its turn. It's going to save.
He needs to use all of his actions concentrating.
Yeah, read the polymorph spell. Reading the spell, Matt.
Target tends to remember but keeps its mind. If it spends all its actions on a turn concentrating its original form. Okay. So it has to be. Thank you. There's just a lot going on, and I've
Here's
never
a
actually gotten this spell off.
Spells. I know.
DC 30 at the end of its turn, it does nothing. It's going to make another will save or fortitude save, though it's not sickened anymore. That is a failure. It remains a sloth for one more turn, at least.
At
Possibly
least.
more. Ophelia, the
All right.
sloth on the floor looks.
Hi, buddy. You having a time?
Curb stomp the sloth.
Yeah.
Years of war, that thing.
Listen, buddy.
Shut up.
So Ophelia's gonna do like a little jig and dance or whatever, and then she's gonna drop the mic bomb.
Oh.
Let's go soundburst.
Oh no! Oh, I thought you meant on the sloth.
I'm re-rolling that.
Drop the bass.
That'll be let's see, 48. Please make me a fortitude save. You funny
Ophelia.
little sloth. Yes. I would
hate
like to hit green and blue.
Well, just as a point of order, a hero point allows you to roll a single dice.
Ah,
So
correct,
you
correct,
could
correct.
re-roll one of those. You could re-roll the nat 1 if you wanted in
I'm
that
rolling
damage.
that one.
All right, roll a d, whatever that is. I don't know. What is
A
it?
D10.
Re-roll 1d10 if you're committed to using a 2. You
I
improved
have
it by
2.
1 for a hero point. So
So that'll be
27.
20. Yeah, 27.
Though, is this going to be the last sound that Lingering Composition is up? Or is it just
Yeah.
keep going? Yeah, okay. So that'll be a 27, and that's going to be a fort save for all of them? Or
Just 2 of them.
Just the two, the green and the blue.
all right,
Green is
green.
a sloth.
I hope you don't mind that I
Sloth.
added colors to them.
No, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Um,
great.
That one
So
succeeds.
is a sloth,
Well,
does it still
you
get the same
critical
stats?
Good point. Thank
Which-
you.
Yeah.
The sloth has a will save of
Fortitude save.
fortitude save of +7. So the first one, the
Sloths.
sloth, rolled a 19, so that's a critical failure? Yes.
Yeah.
The second
So
one, a
sloth
nat 20,
takes-
so the
Sloth
sloth,
takes
7 times
54
2.
damage.
Well, the sloth takes double.
yes, the
Yeah.
27. So that will be
54 damage.
54 damage. Yep.
And
So
Yeah.
is
Oh, so
deafened
close.
and stunned 1.
Oh,
Which
so we
means
can't-
I can't use
roll
all 3
his
actions
actions.
to concentrate to turn back into a thing.
all right, that was
This is
2
bullying.
actions. You have 1 action remaining.
I hyperventilate as I laugh at the sloth.
All right, you use an action to hyperventilate.
Wait, what
Um,
about Bard Song?
No, so this is the last time that lingering is gonna stay up. So next
Gotcha,
time I'm just gonna
understood, thank
recast
you.
it and go for the +3 or something
Non-sloth
like that.
child.
However, I'm going to shoot at the blue one.
Okay, so not hyperventilate.
37.
That will hit, so that will be 15 piercing.
15 piercing to blue, please.
He's looking pretty rough, but he might come around. It is his turn next, and he is going to wail on the little bat.
So
Uh-huh.
good.
44.
Well, roll for concealment.
Thank you for reminding me. Amazing! I didn't roll a D2, did I? No. That is incredible. Avoids a crit.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right,
Well, he doesn't
second
hit me,
attack.
but he does still need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh yeah.
What a night of extremes we're having. 36.
So that'll be
Uh,
7. That'll be 7 mental damage.
Igor is just
It's
watching
funny
all
that
this from the
you're
other side of the wall. It's
I
like-
also like to point out that there's
You
like
know, maybe
light
they
from the
don't-
Shining Child and smoke. There's like a rave going on. in here.
Igor's just watching this from the other side of the wall. He's just like, maybe they don't need me anymore.
Mic drop.
Maybe they don't need me. I can just
You feel many hands on you. Yes, Ikra, they
go.
don't.
I can
need
just
you.
go into the darkness.
Jesus.
God.
Uh, 25 will
Himself
not
as
hit,
the
I don't
baby.
think.
A 25?
Has-
No, but they do need to make another wisdom save.
Critical failure.
Ha! Ha!
What is these rolls tonight?
It's 14 times 2. That'll be 28 mental damage.
It's hanging on by its shiny toenails.
Well,
Nice.
hit me again, bitch. See how that
On
goes.
me! Stop
I'm
all these
tempting
fate.
littering
Oh my
about and
God.
like you've got
30.
attack formation.
So that'll
that
be
healthy?
another 14 damage.
There is a horrifying flash of light, and then it just kind of sucks in on itself, and it's gone.
That's what you get for being a meanie bobini.
That is not a word.
What you get
People.
when you let your heart win.
Endures in Darkness, whose turn it is now, is very confused by the various things he is seeing.
I'll give him a ha and a hi-ya, and I'll kick him, sir.
He's
Sorry.
gonna move over
I love
here,
Bartok so much.
and he is just going to throw a lower level heal at Avi Avi. Ouch.
Oh,
Heals
thank you.
don't-
We're having a girls' night rave.
Girl dinner.
Girl dinner. Girl dinner.
25 back to Avi Avi, and that's his turn. Avi Avi, it is your turn, and then Charlotte, you'll be up next.
At the top of my turn, I'm gonna have both of them make a reflex save or will save for Raid Shadow Legends, non-sponsored, or
Which
take 13, 14.
the sloth will take the reflex save because it is marginally better.
How's that +5 treating him?
I mean, statistically not bad.
Well,
15
it's still
out.
critical failure, so that's gonna be 26. No, wait. Do I double this?
Yes, you double it.
I double it. Do I add Bard Song to this?
We've always done Bard Song and then double, but
Yeah.
yes.
How
Um,
much?
28.
Give it to him.
So it'll
28?
be 28.
Also, exactly the same shiny fingernails holding on. So,
And then if Red could also make a roll.
it is going to make will save. 34.
That'll save unless he's got some sort of debuff.
Not anymore.
But
I opted for
that's
damage.
still 7 damage.
Seeming damage. All right. You have certain
So
actions
that's
left?
my free action.
Okay.
I think I will Needle of Vengeance Red against Charlotte.
Sounds good.
Um,
Is Reading Needle of Vengeance
And-
2 actions or 1?
1.
Okay, you have 2 actions remaining.
I sure do. What do I want to do to this guy? What do I want to do to him? Oh, I'm so uninspired. I'm just gonna electric bark. Maybe they can make a reflex save and throw for me.
You know, I think both of them are just within range to be hit by both that.
Oh, you're right. It is. Thank you. Thank you.
Just.
Yeah.
All right. Sloth has a reflex of. I can't believe I have a sloth stat open. +5. I
You
think.
did this to yourself, Matthew.
Hey, you don't want to give him a creature that can really fight back.
He's
No.
enjoying it.
24. All right, that will end the sloth. It bursts back into the Shining Child
Wait.
and then collapses in on
Matthew?
itself.
No.
How?
It has 2 actions.
No, it died.
Oh, it dies.
Yes. Yeah, I'm just saying it. When it dies, it returns to what it was, and then it disappears.
I was so
You're
mad.
so quick to jump
I
on
was
me.
so mad.
Wait a minute. It can't die.
Listen.
It's a sloth.
I did
Objection.
one thing. I did one thing.
Technically, it was Endurance and Darkness.
Yeah.
that did it.
Endures in
No,
darkness in the background, like, what the fuck?
Stunned it once. I
I
stunned it
mean,
once.
to be fair, a professor taking credit for their TA's accomplishments is pretty par for the course.
Listen, that is something that Igoro would do.
I mean, it's something
and then if-
Ophelia just did.
I mean, as long as you don't go the route of all your failures slide downhill.
Listen, honey, I just said that I stunned it. That's
Listen,
all.
honey, you got a storm
Listen,
coming.
honey. If Red could also make
Yes.
a reflex save.
That's Endures in Darkness's profile, Matt. We're not attacking him.
Well,
Huh.
not yet. Secret boss endures in darkness.
That is a failure, so they take 22 electricity.
Consumes in Darkness is the hidden boss.
Oh boy.
Ugh.
It only attacks by filling your lungs with spores.
Listen, y'all get at me for like the.
It makes clicking sounds.
And thus you have learned my plan, Matt, with the friendship with Endures in Darkness to forever be immune to spore poison.
There are many types of spore
Listen.
poison. Hold on, what's the thing? There are many doors.
There are many doors, Ed boy.
built up-
Ed Boy! I couldn't remember that name.
Bad
I've
boy.
built up an immunity to iocane powder, so
Oh, hero point
That's so good.
for a great reference.
Oh, Princess Bride, my favorite movie.
So beautiful.
They couldn't make Princess Bride today.
All right, that is my turn.
Charlotte, you are up, followed by Shining Child, and then Igora.
speaking of, let's go. 3 magic missiles directly in its freaky face.
Oh, with Bard Song.
So that'll be 3,
6.
6 plus 9 plus 5 is 14 in total. All right.
Pew pew pew.
Yeah. Then we go to
I'm like,
the
I did
Shining Child. Now that it doesn't have any allies to worry about,
Hey, I'm behind a wall of force for this.
oh,
it is going to.
This is what I was afraid of, by the way.
stronger.
Okay, yeah, its whole body is going to glow, and it is going to throw out a sunburst.
Yeah.
He's just self-destruct.
No, actually, he can just do this. 60-foot burst from himself. Yeah, the wall force does stop it. So Will,
Yeah.
you get to see
Thank
close up
you.
to the Big Bang. So everyone's going to need to make a reflex save who's within 60 feet of this guy, which is, I think, everyone.
Wait,
I'm
I'm
why
taking
do
that
I-
hero point. I'm taking the hero point.
hero point.
Wait, why do I see bare
I'll take a
naked
30.
ladies?
Damn it.
Valerio is in a hot something stage.
Oh my
All right,
God.
hold on. So yeah,
And
Let's see.
that's just.
Ophelia passes. Charlotte fails, but not critically. Avi fails, but not critically. Endures in darkness. This is a reflex. Oh boy. Succeeds.
And
All right.
Julia
that's
puts
just-
on her shades.
And that's
So-
just a theory. A big.
I know.
theory.
I've got my goggles on and I'm ready for the tan.
Oh, this
Like-
didn't actually roll the damage for me, did it?
Nope, you
No,
have
it
to
did
roll it
not.
manually.
But thankfully, you guys are not undead, so you're not going to take the second 8d10.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, imagine if we would have gotten this door open when the undead were in this room.
Madness.
We've learned.
44
not to
fire
bleed
damage,
encounters,
which-
Right?
I'm gonna take some of that off.
So 42 in total.
42.
42. 42.
I will take my 42. But also, it needs to make a will save.
It does.
It does.
In fact, it's going to need to make 2 will saves because it's going to punch you in the face afterwards.
Oh, it's trying to punch me in the face afterwards? How kind of it? It doesn't.
Failure. I think.
But still gets the needle,
A
right?
I think that's just shy of a critical failure if the DC is 32, right? Or is it?
That
it
is a
Nope,
critical
that is a
failure.
critical failure.
Then that is a critical failure, and it takes 28 mental damage.
28?
Mhm.
28.
Why do I just-
Anyway,
Why do I just have a feeling that by the time Gamma actually gets to act, this thing's going to be dead?
35 to Charlotte's face.
That will hit, yes.
But not critically? No.
No.
Yes, I know, will save. I can see you leaning into the mic, McKenna, out of the corner of my eye. 38.
A success, but not critically. It'll take
Mm.
7 damage. Mm,
Doing the anime thing. 7, you said? Or
7.
7.
Oh, God.
7.
Anyone minus
7.
12, right?
Igora, it's your turn.
Gamma
Also,
appears.
I have a scene at the end of this. Don't let me forget like I did last week. Though we got late last week, so that's probably why I chose not to do it.
Gamma appears. That's my turn.
Yay!
I'm
The
sitting
Shining Child's like, what the?
Gamo, are you okay? Where'd you go,
Looms
buddy?
ominously with the anime sound effects in the air.
Boom.
Where'd you go, buddy?
Where did you go? Ophelia, it's your time to go.
Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? That song is about things that we should not talk about. on
That's
the
true.
stream.
That is
That's
a critical
43.
success.
Lovely. So with that funny little critical success, with that little funny little +3, we're going to... I lock eyes with it. Hey, listen, I don't know what you are, but you have organs, probably, so I'm gonna shake them. She sings at a frequency that shakes its organs. Please make me a fortitude save.
rattling kidneys.
Rattle them kidneys.
Rattle
38.
kidneys.
And
Success,
it's
but
that
not
funny
critically.
thing. It's that
So-
funny thing where it rolled twice again, so it'll be that 26
Okay.
instead of the 33. I think it's my mouse. I
But
don't
you do
think it's rolled
have
20.
a Bard song on, so that is actually 29 Sonic. So divided by 2 will be 14.
14. We like that number. 14.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Damage.
Got anything else?
No, that'll be my full 3 actions.
Endures in Darkness, who didn't have quite something prepared for his turn yet because I am going.
You got a lot going on.
I'm got a lot going on. He's just gonna the electric arc.
Ooh, beautiful.
Reflex fails, takes the full +3, so that's gonna be 22. I remember Bard song. Avi, and then Charlotte. Please kill this thing.
We're trying.
I'm gonna
Listen,
hold-
I just rolled like
I didn't
5
plug in
nat
my
ones.
fan. It's very warm right now in this room. This leather chair is not helping.
Sorry. I'm gonna maintain Needle of Vengeance. Unfortunately, I just don't have a whole lot of like single target spells, but that wouldn't be complete overkill at this point.
I'm sorry, Will. I have to sometimes prevent you from being the best tank ever. You do your job too well, Will. It's a compliment.
I'm so sorry. I'm taking way too long.
Also, I'm just proud of myself for remembering that the NPC had spells.
Honestly, I'm just gonna lightning bolt it.
Oh boy.
It's not the best use of that spell, but
Bolt it.
oh, especially when I roll so low.
I mean, 23 though with Bard song.
Yeah.
Reflex failure, so that's going to be a full 23.
We take all-
Yay!
That's more than half its remaining health.
Damage is damage.
Charlotte,
Damage is
finish it.
damage.
Pito.
Death by bird.
Death by bird. All right, we're gonna do a regular Pito attack. Pito.
And Gama's right there, so you can do it.
Ah, flat 14.
That is true. Gonna aim for the one that's within the 5 feet of the danger. So, Pito, protect Gamma. Oops, I'd just say that out loud.
Press the button. Oh, dang.
40!
Nice.
In fact,
43.
43 plus
which
5.
becomes a crit.
Which is a crit.
Yeah.
Pito! It
That
just
becomes a 6.
and it beelines.
So, you have endured this horrible explosion just now. It just punching you, which is just seeming like really uncouth for such a weirdly kind of ethereal being. So you see Gamma rise up behind it. You're like, now's my moment. As it kind of glances behind it, it's distracted. You launch the Pito from the edge of your hand. The Pito flies. It seems to achieve a higher than usual velocity. And just as the thing turns to look back at you, the bird impacts it and just takes its entire head off. Not very subtle. You feel the 3 goddesses like, not exactly the intended use, but I mean, you killed it, so.
In the back of my head, I hear collectives.
Okay.
Like peer reviewed? I'm not sure.
Okay.
And you guys have succeeded. And just as I don't want to leave you on a note, I will let you know what you find in the room. Yes, the wall force goes down. Assuming I know how to get it down.
You okay,
Yeah.
Ikra?
Are you okay? What happened?
So,
Your miming's great.
I'm going to assume that you guys searched the room, and just because we are a little over time now, I'm just going to not even make you say you're searching the room. You do find some pretty cool stuff in here.
Yay, cool stuff.
You find
Yes.
braces of armor type 2, which are stiff leather bracers that +2 to your AC and saving throws, and a dexterity modifier of +5. You can affix talisman braces to the armor as though they were light armor. So that's
Oh,
pretty
you
nice.
said braces. I thought you said graces, and my
Braces.
braces.
You
Braces.
find Golden Lion's Wonders figurine, which is this wonderful golden figurine of a male and female lion standing side by side. To action
Romance.
command, you place it on solid ground and speak its name, causing the statues to transform into a living creature or creatures. This statue depicts a pair of golden lions, and when activated, it becomes a pair of adult lions. The lions can be called on only once per day, and they remain in lion form for no more than 1 hour. If either of the lions are slain, that lion cannot be summoned again until 1 week has passed, but this doesn't prevent you from summoning the other. So you guys now have 2 spectral lion pets.
Oh, we're now reading between the lines.
Between the lines.
And one other thing, actually a few other things, a 6th level wand of Vital Beacon, which I really need to remember to cast Vital Beacon more often, because Andrews and Arctis can run up to you guys and just let you touch his spongy head and get some healing.
And there's a
and
Tell us
you
more.
the wand is, by the way, is made of gold and inscribed with celestial symbols. And you also find another 784 gold pieces
God damn.
and 801 silver pieces, all still in old Mazzali coins.
Are the gold pieces
rich.
also Mazzali, or is it
It's
just the
old
silver?
Mazzali.
So both the gold and the silver
Yes.
are old Mazzali.
Yes, all the money you're finding is old Mazzali, and it's quite kind of crusty because it's old and it's been sitting in grime.
Apologies.
Just
Can you give me the gold amount again?
784.
Okay.
And just as the room, this dormitory features engravings on its walls depicting sunrise scenes. Several beds have been turned over or thrown about the room. Doors in the western wall are the only way in and out of the room.
That would explain why they were children, i.e., sunrise.
Well, because of the check that McKenna did earlier, you would know that these things probably came in drawn by either strong emotions or magic combat or something that was happening here, but then were then trapped in this room, and it's very possible that whatever portal they brought them here was very temporary, and it closed behind them. So they were just trapped in this room.
Oh.
Poor kiddos. Well,
To be fair, they were trying to possibly hurt things.
yeah.
But as you guys bask in your victory over this, and
Wait, there's a scene, right?
yes, there's a scene. I'm also going to say, though, that you guys are getting very close to finishing this. There's possibly only 3 encounters left in this whole temple, and one of them is entirely avoidable.
Praise.
There's the worm, there's the goddess, and a mystery encounter.
Yes. But we zoom out of the temple through the clouds to a mysterious structure deep in the jungle. We pass through darkened corridors, lit rooms where people are sitting and scribing books and reading books. And we pass to a sealed room with 2 gentlemen, or 2 individuals standing outside the room with kind of ceremonial looking kind of spears, and they are wearing like scrolls over their faces. A slightly older human male approaches, hands behind his backs. The 2 kind of guard-like figures just kind of nod to him. He kind of smirks a little bit. He passes past them, places his hand upon the door, and it just kind of swings open. And he enters into a very different kind of room. The room is wreathed in fog, and on either side, as he advances down the center of the room, ghost-like trees seem to be is in the fog. They are insubstantial. Colors and shapes shift on their bark, but they seem very not there. They're very ethereal. And he kind of just glances at them as he passes on the side, gives kind of a self-satisfied nod as if gauging their progress. He reaches the far end of the room, and there's a raised platform that he has to ascend up a little bit. There are another set of 4 guards there, again, scrolls covering their faces, though these spears look perfectly functional and even have a few talismans hanging from them, possibly implying they have been magically imbued. And in the center, on a kind of throne but with no back, it's just sort of a flattened kind of U-shaped throne. Actually, no, pardon me, it does have a back, because the figure, all draped in white, is actually kind of slumped. And this kind of takes the old man figure kind of aback, and he kind of looks at the guards, who don't seem to be reacting to this at all. And then suddenly a voice comes out from seemingly nowhere. Speak, Grand Archiver. And the old man kind of looks startled for a moment, and then glances up, and behind the throne, obscured by the fact of its size, is a greater tree, all in white. The leaves are white. It is bleached, seemingly. And the old man kind of just looks somewhat startled, looks back at the slumped figure on the throne, and then says, Your Grace, I am present, Grand Archiver. Speak. I simply wished to update you to the newer developments. The newest arrivals have been situated in the temple. There is some concern that with so many new arrivals, the food stores may become a bit strained. It is not a concern. Simply have the shares from the higher chambers redistributed to the new arrivals. And the old man kind of frowns a little bit at this. He says, I do not think the higher chambers will appreciate that, Your Grace. They will adjust. Of course, Your Grace. As to the other matter, we are having it. It seems difficult to gain traction with the merchant association that we were speaking of yesterday. Very well. Find who is most in a position of authority with this merchant association, and send the dream to them. And that's where we're going to end for tonight.
Oh my god. Ew.
Greater tree spreading its roots, and we gotta burn it to the ground.
What is in this food? Why is it so important?
Thank you all so much for
Food?
coming to tonight's episode of the Strength of Thousands Adventure Path. Don't forget to check out our many other shows here on the channel, and don't forget to check out Wild Ambition on Wednesday. Thank you all so much for coming, and we'll see you all on the next one.
Have a good night,
Bye.
everyone.
Good night.
Zoe doing a villain point in the 11th fucking hour.